Hey, RetconRaider here. Today's video is dedicated to Revenant and Rowan Church. Thanks for your support, guys. That said, let's get started. Hey, welcome back to episode 7. Now, last time we finished the first leg of our journey through the Stolen Lands. Not only did we discover the Stag Lord's origins, dispel the mysterious mist, and drive off the Technic League, but we also recruited 3 new party members in the process. Of course, we can't actually go after the Stag Lord himself until the mist has started to clear, so for now, we'll have to keep ourselves busy with other things, like going after that scoundrel Tartuccio. Now, we lost track of Tartuccio a while ago, but according to our journal, he's hanging out somewhere near the Old Sycamore, far to the south. There's a lot of unexplored territory between here and there, so today I thought we'd focus on filling out our map a little. But before we head out, there is one other thing we need to take care of. Namely, we need to return Svetlana's wedding ring. Svetlana greets you warmly. Good day to you. Do you need anything? I'd be happy to help. Here's your ring, Svetlana. Kressel gave it to me. I even managed to convince her not to fight me. Svetlana sighs bitterly. I suppose I should tell you the truth about her. Kressel wasn't her real name. Her real name was Irina, before all this. She was the daughter of my mother and her second husband, my half-sister. I can't help but feel like everything that happened to her was my fault. She always had a wildness about her. She'd wander the streets, hanging out with a bad crowd. Until the day she passed, Mother complained about Irina constantly. Back then, it was just cruel games and strange escapades. She never really hurt anyone back in Rostov. Her father didn't live much longer than our mother, so I decided to try to help Irina. I brought her here, to the Stolen Lands, though Oleg was against it. And once here, she immediately fell under the Stag Lord's influence. She never even needed to meet him. The stories and rumors from local hunters and bandits were enough to win her over. She would tell us how he was a real leader, unlike Rostov's softies. Eventually, she ran away, only to return under a new name with a pack of thugs to collect taxes from us. What's worse, she participated in the torture and execution of prisoners alongside the Stag Lord's minions. I don't know if there's any way to set her back on the right path, but I'm grateful for your kindness. Perhaps there's still hope. For the sake of my mother's memory, I'd like to believe that. Well, that got us £100 worth of camping supplies and a modest amount of XP. Not bad. Anyway, let's get back out to the world map and see what kind of trouble we can get ourselves into. Oh, before we head out though, I should point out that I did make a few changes to our level up process, based on viewer feedback. Most notably, I ended up juggling a few skill points around, and I gave mobility training to most of our frontliners, though Amiri's the only one who will immediately benefit from it. As for Lindsay, I ended up dropping Hypnotism and I picked up Vanish instead. Basically, spells like Hypnotism and Sleep become obsolete far too quickly, so I'd rather invest in a spell that will theoretically remain viable for the entire game. It's not a huge change, but it should hopefully pay off in the long run. Okay, moving on. Oh, and obviously I've also cleaned up our inventory a bit. Again, it's nothing major, but it does give us a little extra room to play with. Alright, let's see here. Now, we do need to go to Fangberry Cave to get those berries for Bakken, but the second we do that, we're on the clock. Unfortunately, those berries go bad within 24 hours, so we have to rush back to the trading post as soon as we get them. Since we've already explored a big chunk of the western side of the map, let's focus on exploring the eastern side instead. We'll clear out some of this fog of war, and then we'll hit Fangberry Cave on the way back. That'll also give us a chance to fully prepare before we go up against those spiders.
May we have a moment of respite?
In a moment, Tristan. Let's try to make a little more progress first.
We should gather all strength.
Oh, there we go. Waterlogged lowland. A gloomy, soggy lowland leading into a swamp. Travelers avoid this place. The swamp is dangerous on its own, but it also tends to attract monsters and other unpleasant creatures. Well, we'll come back for that later. Not sure. Oh. Okay, I guess we'll deal with this. We are fatigued, but we should be able to handle a fight.
I'm hungry. When we stop?
Looks like we've got a single thylacine. That's not even worth using buffs on.
To victory!
Nicely done. Still no pelts, though. Oh well. Alright, well, that gets us a small amount of XP, and it also gives us the chance to camp while we're on a tactical map. It's actually a lot safer to camp from the world map, but then you don't get the party banter, and I really like hearing that stuff. Okay, let's just optimize our camp setup real quick. There we go. I think that looks good. And let's get some rest.
You constantly talk about the end of times, that we'll all die. Don't you ever just want to have some fun?
I have fun when I watch your futile attempts to avoid the inevitable. It's truly funny.
Alright, not the most successful camping trip, but not bad. Tristan approaches you and makes a gesture to attract your attention. Silverleaf, before we set off, I need to give you something. You've come to my rescue when I was preparing to meet the goddess. Accept my gratitude, and this. Tristan takes a few potions from the bag and hands them to you. There are only a few, but they will surely be useful to you in your journey through the stolen lands. Wow, this is an unexpected and very pleasant surprise. Tristan folds his hands and smiles at you. I'm glad that I met you. If you need advice or help, I'll be around. Thank you, Tristan. This is a precious gift. I'm happy to help you. Well, I won't waste any more of your time. Tristan nods to you and looks away. What a nice guy. Anyway, let's get moving. Okay, so let's pass on the waterlogged lowlands for now. I don't think we're quite ready to handle that. Instead, let's head for that broken pass there. Nettles Crossing. The soggy remnants of a once well-built bridge crossing the Shrike River. The fate of the crossing and its creator, an engineer named Davik Nettles, is one of the dark secrets of the stolen lands. One day, the bridge was found destroyed, and Davik had gone missing under mysterious circumstances. I think we can hazard a few guesses. Let's head inside and see if we can find anything. Okay, let's have a look around.
This requires your attention.
Another ancient coin. We'll just add that to the collection. It appears these posts once held a rope bridge. 5 coins to cross the river. This small house burnt down a dozen years ago. Let's take a closer look.
What's that?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Anything is possible.
Let's hedge our bets here. Oh, guess it wasn't locked after all. Well, that's fine. Nothing of real note here, anyway.
All according to plan.
I see something.
Aha!
This is not possible.
Oh, difficulty 27. The odds definitely aren't in our favor on this one. Well, good luck. Hey, nicely done, Lindsay. Well, that gets us a ring of protection. Let's slap that on one of our frontliners. I think we'll give this one to Harem. Yeah, Amiri's already got one. Moving on. Hello. The corpse's face is bloated from being so long in the water. The stench from its toothless mouth is so foul that your eyes begin to water. The hand, clenching a sinister-looking spear, is covered with scabs. Suddenly, you feel faint, as if a cold, wet hand is placed heavy on top of your head. Wet hair sticks to skin and trickles of icy cold water run down your face and shirt. A hoarse whisper rises inside your head. There you are. I sense evil, but not evil committed by this poor soul, no. He arose on account of some evil done to him. Who are you? Davik Nettle. A storm of bright images flashes before your eyes. A long time ago, this person, then a living man, came here from Brevoy, constructed a rope bridge, built a house and lived in it, collecting payment from those who crossed the river. How did you die? You see a vision of a lovely spring day. Sunbeams shine warm against your cheeks. 3 men approach the house by the bridge, one of them wearing an antlered helm. The Stag Lord. Angry faces, a quarrel, the glint of an unsheathed sword. Suddenly, the Stag Lord's greedy eyes are twisted by surprise. The master of the house has unleashed his hounds. A burning smell stirs you awake to the sound of loud barking. Flames are crawling up the walls. The sound of breaking glass, the bitter, cold night air. You are outside the house, and something is wrong. An arrow strikes deep in your shoulder. You hear the guffaw of 10 throats. You run, already in the middle of the bridge. The man in the antlered helm cuts one of the ropes. An ear-splitting scream fills the air. What do you want from me? You see a vision of a man wearing an antlered helm. You hear a muffled groan, and the helm drops to the ground with a loud thud. Your hands are covered with hot blood. Too much blood. Don't you hate it when someone asks you to do something you were going to do anyway? It makes me want to do nothing, just to spite them. Lindsay, aspiring hero. Why must I be the one who does it? You feel invisible fingers, cold as stone, draw aside a wet strand of hair from your forehead. Well, that's not really an answer, but okay. Can't you kill the Stag Lord yourself? You see the Stag Lord and his cutthroats trying to build a new bridge here, then running madly away from the rotting monster. The Stag Lord has avoided this place ever since. It coincides with our current goals, so no reason to turn it down. Very well, I shall meet your vengeance upon the Stag Lord. The drowned man, who'd been sitting motionless, nods his head. Come later. Take the spear. Well, that was a curious encounter. Alright, let's get back out to the world map and we'll start heading for Fangberry Cave.
In due time.
Let's head north along the river here, and that should bring us back around to Fangberry Cave. We'll start heading back towards Oleg's after that. Old Outpost. Time and weather have left their marks on the walls of this old outpost, but it still seems to be in pretty good condition. Well, we can't do anything with it now, but that'll be useful once we've established our kingdom. Ooh, Two Rivers Field. A quiet and unremarkable area not far from the confluence point of the Crooked River and the Shrike River. No major roads cross the area, and travelers are rare. Okay, let's check it out. Now let's see here. Okay, looks like another fairly small map. Oh, we've got a trap. And there's something else hidden in it. Nicely done, Lindsay. And, we've got wolves. That's fine. We shouldn't have any trouble with them at this point.
Repent!
Okay, let's see if we can speed this up. Oh, well, never mind then. We'll just save the bomb. Hey, we actually got some pelts for once. Nice. No idea what they were doing, though.
All according to plan.
Usually they'd be gathered around a corpse or something.
This requires your attention.
Ah, looks like an old hunter's camp. That gives us a little more context to work with.
Anything else?
A scroll of hurricane bow. A shame none of us can actually use it.
I see something.
More traps.
I believe I've found something.
Oh, looks like we've got another wolf over here. Mourning his fallen comrade.
And Lindsay was called forth.
Let's have Lindsay take out that trap.
It's just not my lucky day.
Come on, Lindsay. Whoa.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Sorry, doggo.
Serves you right.
Who will prevail? Does it matter?
Well, at least we got a pelt out of it. Alright, we're almost done here.
In due time.
Yeah, we're done here. Okay, one more stop and back to Oleg's. Fangberry Cave. The origin of this giant burrow remains a mystery to the locals. It was named for the plant known as fangberry that grows in the area. Well, considering that Bakken says he came up with the name, I'm guessing he named this place too. Alright, let's walk the perimeter and find those fangberries.
All according to plan.
Oh, and that must be the cave we're looking for. And considering they're giving us a warning about swarms, we can probably guess what's waiting for us in there. Thankfully, the alchemist is pretty well suited for this kind of fight. We know we're going up against poisonous spiders, so let's set up our buffs before we go in there.
Something bothering you?
Well,
Oh, sorry. Was lost in
I am
thought.
prepared.
Oh, and let's bring the pets out to play. I must have forgotten to activate them. Okay, let's do this. There's a giant spider. And there's our first spider swarm.
Time's not waiting.
Let's try to take out that swarm first. We'll bring in a death pony too. See if it ends up on the ceiling this time.
Blood for Gorum!
Nice, the giant spider's down already. But the swarms are the real threat. We also need to move our back line up. Ooh. Just in time, but I could have lived without that poison. Okay, let's try to take out this last swarm quick.
Serves you right.
Nice. Oh, and that's all of them. Well, all things considered, that actually went pretty smoothly. Like I said, it's a shame that Tristan got poisoned, but he didn't really use strength anyway. Besides, he'll be fine in a couple of days. Huh. I think our red panda is having some kind of sneezing fit. It's adorable, but also slightly distracting.
I wrote it like I saw it.
Anyway, let's grab those fang berries.
I can't.
Ow. Oh, I see. It's basically a coin toss.
Ah! Calm down. Not dead yet.
Geez, I think those fangberries are the most dangerous thing we've encountered. It's a miracle Bakkhan's still alive.
No mistakes.
Yes.
Alright, once more onto the breach.
This is not possible.
There we go. Let's get out of here before it's too late.
The end draws near.
Okay, let's clear the rest of the map and then we can head back to the trading post. Monitor lizards. Poisonous, but we should be able to handle them.
Repent. Who will prevail? Does it matter?
Nice. And there we go. Got another pelt, too. Not bad. Man, our red panda is sneezing up a storm. Maybe he's allergic to fangberries. Let's drop these things off with Bakkhan and call it a day.
In due time. May we have a moment of respite?
Yeah, how about once we actually reach the trading post? Alright, let's have a chat with Bakkhan and then we'll hit the pause button. Bakkhan frowns as he ostentatiously examines the nearest wall, hands in his sleeves. Without turning to you, the old man finally says in a dull voice, "You want some potions?" About those tasks of yours. Yes? Are these the berries you were looking for? After a quick glance at the basket, Bakken grabs a fistful of berries and shoves them into his mouth. A smile of delight brightens his face. Ah, fang berries, so fresh. You've been good to an old man. Thank you. Here, take these potions. If you need more, feel free to return. I'll even give you a discount. Not bad. 3 potions and a moderate amount of XP. What do you use these fangberries for? Truth be told, as I've gotten older, I've gotten kind of particular, and my appetite is almost gone. Everything I eat is practically tasteless to me now. I can barely force myself to swallow a bite. Only thing I can still taste is fangberries, so I add them to my porridge or to roasted meat. I even add them to my potions. When I ran out of fangberries, I stopped eating entirely. Svetlana tried to help me, the dear. She baked pies for me, cooked me fish soup and stewed venison, but I just couldn't eat any of it. I was desperate. Those damned spiders had sucked the last bit of joy out of my life. If not for you, I'd pretty much have starved to death, miserable to the end. Wow, that is depressing. You're depressing, Bakken. I'm gonna go. Okay, I think that's it. We've come to a pretty good stopping point for the episode. We didn't hit any story content, but we did turn in 2 side quests and clear 3 optional locations. I think that's pretty good. Anyway, we'll pick up here next time as we set off for the old Sycamore to resume our hunt for that scoundrel Tartuccio. See you then. Oh, and remember, although I do love playing Pathfinder Kingmaker, you can find out more about the game by visiting the official website, the official YouTube channel, the fan-run wiki, or the original crowdfunding campaign over on Kickstarter. Links are in the description.